Hello YouTubers, this is Miss Leah Sparkle and Shine. I really gotta change that name, but I don't know what I'm gonna change it to yet, so I'm just gonna use it for now until I figure out something else. But anyway, I just wanted to make this quick video. For those of you who live in New York, I'm sure you all are familiar with the newspaper, the Daily News. Today is March 29th, 2016, and they have a rather bold, in-your-face sort of headline, as they always do, but this one compelled me to buy the newspaper, which I normally wouldn't, but today I felt the need to do so. And so basically, this is what it looks like. This is basically the headline in and of itself. The whole thing. I haven't even read the article yet. Just by going by the headline alone was more than enough reason for me to make this video today. And I'm gonna read them out loud. This is Daily News, Tuesday, March 29, 2016. In New York State, if the sex abuse of a child isn't reported before they turn 23, their violator can't be charged or sued. The news says this sickening protection of predators must end. And as you can see, there's a picture of a little boy. The reason why this is coming about is because he is a victim. This is the 9-year-old picture of a man by the name of Michael DeSantis. He was 9 years old when he was first sexually violated. He is now 39 and one of countless victims whose abusers are shielded by states' statute of limitation laws. For those who may share this video, for those who may simply just watch it, if you were a victim yourself or if you happen to know someone who was a victim, my hearts go out to all of you, because it's no easy feat. Whether it be that you are 9 years old, whether it be that you're 19 or 29 or 39 or 49, and so on and so forth. It's never an easy thing to deal with. Especially now, since these days it seems to be like predators are branching out as far as their age range. They're branching out even further, like so much so that you're now hearing about elderly women, women who have probably gone their whole lives having never had to deal with anything like this before, who are now in their quote-unquote golden years and are now victims of sexual assault or even being raped. When did rape become something so common? When did it become something that is, I guess, would be considered to be the norm? Like when did that happen? Because now it's gotten what's so alarming to me as a woman is that it's now gotten in such a state where you can turn on a show, or you can watch a movie, or even watch a show that has some kind of commentary on it, and the term rape in and of itself has become a part of a joke. Like I don't know when the hell did that happen? Because let me tell you, it's nothing to laugh about. I myself have never been a rape victim, thank God, knock on wood. But I've been sexually assaulted. I was molested when I was 15 by a guy who was 27. Of course I had a schoolgirl crush on him, but he used that to his advantage. Only I wasn't able to recognize that at the time. It wasn't until I was almost 21 when I finally realized what happened to me, and I had to accept the fact that that was what happened to me, But by the time that happened, I just didn't want to cope with it anymore. And it's, even now as an adult, I'm 26 now, even as an adult, I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. Although I've accepted the fact that it's happened to me, and I've accepted the fact that there are some girls who have gone through worse, a traumatic event is a traumatic event. It doesn't matter what magnitude the trauma is. A traumatic event still has and still holds some kind of trauma on your soul, like it does. But it's so bothersome now when the term rape is used so loosely. It's really bothersome to me because it's bothersome, and as a woman it's very scary. You know, I live in New York City. In the grand scheme of things, New York City overall is pretty decent. It's a pretty decent place to live. But for every bit of decent that New York is, I am also very smart enough to know that even in a city like this where people are probably up all hours of the night and that some places are still very active, there are also some places that once the street lights come on, your ass better be in the house. Otherwise, you're probably going to be looking for trouble, or trouble's going to be looking for you. And it's always scary for me, like especially if it's a night where I'm going to be out a little late and I have to come home, because where I live is not particularly active. Once the streetlights come on, after a certain point in time, people are at home. They're not outside unless they happen to run to the store really quick, and then they can come and then they go home afterwards. But after a certain point in time, there's no one out there, you know. And as a woman, it's scary for me. I can only imagine what it must have been like for him to be 9 years old, to have something like that done to you and have absolutely no idea what it means, to probably blame yourself for it happening, you know, thinking that it was your fault, thinking that you probably caused this, thinking that you probably brought this on yourself. I can only imagine what his life must have been like afterwards. So if Michael, if you happen to be watching this video right now, my heart sincerely goes out to you, because having to cope with something like that, I'm sure, was no easy feat at all. For such a limitation to be placed on something as traumatic as a sexual abuse, a sexual assault charge, is an insult, because while there are some of us who may be strong enough to cope with the repercussions of the act afterwards on our own, there are some who are not able to do so, you know. And there are some who, even 10, 20, 30 years after the fact, that it's only then that they're able to finally realize what happened to them, and then they come to you and they ask you to help them, and you're basically saying to them that there's nothing to be done. Well, my question to you, to those who may be watching, and you know, you can tell me if I'm wrong, but I sincerely want to know, like, what the hell am I paying my tax dollars for? If my tax dollars are going into your salary to help so that you can do your job and basically go out and find the son of a bitch who did this, who stole a child's innocence, who stole a childhood from a child, who stole their innocence from them. Because let's be frank, once you lose that, you're never going to get that back. You know, your entire outlook on the world is completely changed at this point, because a trauma has been done to you, not just your mind, but in your body as well as your soul. Those three aspects that make up who you are have been affected by someone else's inability to be able to see that what they were doing was wrong. Their morale was completely off. And now, as a victim, you're basically telling me that I have to suffer with the consequences of that. That's essentially what this means. Because essentially, to me, also what that says is that if you're not smart enough to figure out that this is what happened to you before you turn 23, then if it happens to be that you're 24, then your ass is shit out of luck. This is a direct insult, not just to me, but to everyone across the board, period. Because it doesn't have to be that it's the victims themselves. It could be the people who are the parents of said victims, the ones who are related to those who had to deal with this. This is an insult to everybody. It's stuff like that that make parents go apeshit when they find out about what happened to their kids. It's that type of abuse right there that make fathers want to go after the men who decided to take his daughter or his son and abuse them in such a way. You know, it's what makes fathers want to go out and murder someone. It's what makes mothers want to turn around and get a sword or a machete and chop off somebody's you-know-whats. Like, for real. That is what makes parents go apeshit, because of the inability for our government, city, state, and federal, to be able to recognize that having a statute on something as serious as this is completely and morally wrong. Completely and morally wrong. There should not be a statute of limitations on something like this, on something as traumatic as this. There shouldn't be one. In my opinion, there shouldn't be one. I believe that if a person has gone through something like this and they choose to go to the authorities, no matter what the age, if they choose to go to the authorities so that they could receive some kind of absolution, so that they could get some kind of justice and closure from this, I believe they should be able to do so. They pay their tax dollars just like everybody else. They put that tax dollars into the state. That means that state is paying the people that are supposed to go after these sons of bitches and find them. My taxes pay your salary, so you need to go out and find this son of a bitch who did this. That's my opinion. Whoever agrees with me or not is you know, you're welcome to it. I really don't care. But as a woman, as a young woman living in today's society, and to see the world turn into what it's become, it's really sad to me. It's very sad, it's very shocking, and it's very bothersome. Because I don't know in any world where that makes sense. I don't know in any family where that makes sense. I'm sorry, like, I just don't. And frankly, I don't accept it. I don't. I have to deal with it because I have no choice, but that doesn't mean I have to accept it, because I don't. It didn't even happen to me and I'm pissed. Like, it's ridiculous. It's completely ridiculous. And then to turn around and make a mockery of it by putting a statute of limitations age on it as young as 23, that's a slap to the face. Completely. I just told one of my neighbors, I just showed her the headline for the paper, and she she pretty much said to me that the world's going to hell in a handbasket, and I have to concur with her. I'm sorry, but she's probably right. Because you have things like this, and it makes you question the morale of everybody in one form or another. It really does. So with that being said, like I said, I just wanted to make this video really quick about it, because I was completely shocked by that headline. So much so that it made me buy the paper. Go figure. Because I'm not even one to even read the newspaper like that. But I just felt the need to do so. And like I said, if you guys, you know, thanks for watching, thanks for listening. If you guys have a comment or anything like that, go ahead and leave a comment in the comments box below. Please be nice about it. There's no need to be rude. Whether it be that your comment is good, bad, or indifferent, there's really no need to be a douche about it. You get what I'm saying? Like, you can say what you need and mean what you say without being crass about it. So if you feel the need to want to leave a comment, by all means go ahead and do that. That's what the comments box is for. And thanks so much for taking the time to listen to me. And if I have anything else to say, I will go ahead and make another video. And with that being said, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And whatever time you're watching this, I hope you have a wonderful month. And if I don't make another video after this, I hope you have a wonderful year. And I hope you guys are successful in whatever it is you guys decide to do for the year. And I will talk to you all soon. Bye.